Let's wait.
Could have gone fast.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Wow. You know, people here are very nice. They give you time to. Wow. You 4 or 5 years you've been on the road.
Oh, okay. I have to really think about it to calculate.
Yes.
I left in 2018. I think it was September.
Yes.
So
She's
maybe 4 years.
counting.
All I need is you, baby, baby. Over.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Mara again. I'm in Mexico. The thing is, I'm stuck in Mexico because I don't have visas to go to other countries now, and those countries that I can go with no visa, I've already been there. But anyway, today I have a very special guest. Hey, what's your name?
Prisha. Nice to meet you.
Prisha. Where are you from, Prisha?
I'm from Canada,
Canada.
but I haven't been in Canada for 2 years, and I'm also a digital nomad. Been on the road for 4 years, almost 5 years.
So you've not been in Canada for 2 years. The last 2 years you've not.
Nope.
How do you tell your fellow Canadians watching you right now?
What do you mean? What do I have to say to
Keep
them?
the struggle, yeah.
Yep. Keep on grinding, man, and follow your dreams. I know the situation in Canada kind of sucks right now, but you know,
Yeah, there's a lot
dream with your eyes open.
there's a lot of stories happening in Canada about the truckers, and all these mandates.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're gonna go to a place where we are looking for breakfast. Then from there, we're gonna be doing a video, and she's also going to the gym. So, but before then, I wanted to interview her. How does it feel to be a digital nomad girl? How many years have you been traveling now?
4.5, 5 years.
4.5 years on the road.
Yep.
Damn, girl, you're like a super girl, you know. I've been doing the same, but wait, let's wait.
Could have gone fast.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Wow. You know, people here are very nice. They give you time to. Wow. You 4 or 5 years you've been on the road.
Oh, okay. I have to really think about it to calculate.
Yes.
I left in 2018. I think it was September.
Yes.
So maybe 4 years.
counting.
I'll say it's been 4 years.
4 years. But also, that's not a joke. So meaning you've learned how to survive over countries.
Yep.
Before traveling, what was your biggest fear? Like people used to tell you what?
Honestly, turn left.
Oh, we turn left.
All right, we'll turn left.
So left this way, right? Yeah.
But honestly, like when you asked me that, I really was kind of fearless when I first left. Like,
Oh.
I don't think I really had many fears in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think I had.
So for you, you're like, I wanna go. And what made you start to travel? Like that type of lifestyle. That one you said, you know what? I don't wanna be in my comfort zone anymore. I just wanna live. I just wanna be on the road. Because you had a nice bed and maybe you had a cat or.
Yeah, I had
Wow.
2 cats at the time actually, and my grandma has them now. But yeah, that was one thing I was sad about, is leaving my cats behind. I considered bringing them with me, but like 2 cats traveling around, and I never traveled around before, that was gonna be tough. So
Yeah.
I always dreamed about traveling since I was a kid.
Oh.
I always wanted to see the whole world, and I always felt like there's so much more
Yeah.
to the world. I actually have a tattoo that says there's so much more.
It says there's so much more.
And
Then
there's
you
a plane. Yeah.
Hey.
I got this in Bali on Christmas 2019.
That's the only tattoo you have?
Yeah, only one.
Wow, the only tattoo she has, and there's so
Yep.
much. Wow.
And so I always dreamed about traveling.
Yeah.
And it just never happened. I was never in the right financial situation or whatever.
Yeah.
And then finally, I was working in a gym for a year. I was very successful. I was one of the top trainers. I made a lot of money.
Yeah, look at her body, guys. Like she works real.
So yeah, I was working so hard, 12, 13 clients a day.
Wow.
7 days a week.
Damn,
And
girl.
I was getting burnt out, and I was tired, and I had a vacation for my birthday to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And so towards the end of that vacation, I was just sitting there in my hotel room, and I was like, you know what if I just kept on traveling and I just didn't go back home?
Oh.
And
Turn
okay,
right.
turning right.
Right.
And so ever since then,
Yeah.
I just couldn't accept my ordinary life any longer. I knew there was more to life, and I knew that I could live as a nomad.
Yeah, let's go. Guys, you're in Mexico City. This is how the city looks like. They have a metro bus system. These buses, you know. All big cities have this, and also they have trains underground. And we are walking here with a digital nomad from Canada, now in Mexico. Damn,
Yes.
girl, now she's telling us her story.
And then so after I came back home from that trip, I just kept on just thinking about all the ways that I could make sure that I become a nomad.
Oh, like how you make money to sustain yourself as you travel.
Yeah, and I knew
because that's the real deal, actually. You know, many
Exactly.
people want to travel, but somebody has like $2,000. Once they start spending it, they start having fear of like, oh,
Yeah.
what next?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
But for me, it was like, you know what? I can make money as I go.
Yeah.
I'm a personal trainer.
Yeah.
I can easily turn this business online. So what I did was, with all the clients I had at the moment, I was like, you know what, guys? Like, I'm gonna leave soon, but I'm not gonna leave you behind. I want to make sure I'm always helping you out and training you. So we're gonna train online. And
Wow.
so I converted my clients to online.
That's before COVID.
Yeah,
you know.
this was before COVID. This was like a year and a half before COVID.
So for you, the internet worked for you earlier, before like the pandemic, people discovering
Yeah.
how the internet is important.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I took off and never looked back. I mean, there's some places, you know, especially because of COVID, that I like settled down like temporarily for a few months or whatever, but
Yeah.
I never ever.
You're turning left?
Did I say turn off?
Yes. Let me check also. Guys, we're going to eat breakfast, so just a minute, guys. Oh, what did I just do?
Go to the settings.
Yeah, so we center.
Oh yeah, and then it's just gonna be all the way down, right?
We're going that way?
Yeah, following. Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Where was I?
You're saying nowadays sometimes you try to settle down. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, I might settle down for a few months in a place.
Yeah.
But like, I know that my mindset is that I'm never gonna ever live
Like
somewhere
settle.
permanently. Yeah.
So
No, I'm a nomad in my soul.
So do you plan to have like kids and things like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you plan to do that, it means sometimes you have to settle down.
No, that is not true. People don't understand this. My kids are gonna be nomads, and they're gonna be raised nomads. They're gonna be raised by the whole world.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna like, they're
Travel
gonna be
and-
so open-minded because they're gonna like learn from all these different cultures and seeing all these things
Yeah.
instead of just sitting in a classroom and being taught lies. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, people think I'm crazy for this, but no, my kids are gonna be nomads too.
You actually didn't tell us where you're from. You're from Canada, right?
Yeah, from Vancouver,
Canada. Yeah,
Canada.
from
Yeah.
Vancouver. Wow, man, that's amazing. You know, it's just good to hear your story.
Yeah.
And what has been your struggles? You know, your struggles like a digital nomad.
Well, the struggles is sometimes you miss, like, you know, yesterday you were asking me like what I miss the most about ordinary life.
Yeah.
And one thing I love to do is cook, and so like I miss having like a kitchen that like I always go back to, that I have all my special equipment and like I can like stock up on all my ingredients and stuff like that. Like that's one thing that is
Oh.
definitely important to me.
Whoa.
That I do miss.
So just because you love to cook, you miss everything to do with cooking.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and how does your family feel about like you traveling around the world, especially being a female? You know, it's kind of.
Yeah. My
People-
mom's always worrying.
Oh, your mom is always worried.
I mean, she just sent me a message the other day, like, oh, did you hear 2 Canadians died in Mexico
Oh.
today or something? And I'm like, people die around the world every day, you know, it doesn't mean anything.
yeah.
And, you know, actually, recently we had a talk, and she was saying how proud she is of me and that how strong I am, and how I've proven to her that, like,
Oh.
that I am like that I'm a traveler, and that I can do all these things, because she used to just think I was crazy, like, and she kept
Oh.
on asking, like, when are you gonna come back home?
Yeah.
But now she's actually finally kind of accepted like that I am a nomad and I'm a traveler, even though she might not fully understand the life.
Yeah.
She respects it.
So just to be very clear about this point, how do you make money to travel? Because this is something that people really want to know.
Yeah, well, I do virtual sessions with clients, so like
Yeah.
Zoom calls where I do workouts with them. I do
Workouts.
nutrition plans and
Yeah.
nutrition sessions as well, where I
Yeah.
teach them how to cook, and then I also do like
Oh,
regular
how to
workout
cook.
plans. Yeah, because you know, for my clients, a big part of it for fitness in general is nutrition, right? So
Yeah.
now that I can teach them how to cook healthy, plant-based meals, they get way more results than if they were just only working out.
And the last one was something.
The written workout plans. So some people, you know, they don't want to do virtual sessions. They just want me to write them a plan for going to the gym.
Oh, so you write them a plan and you get paid for that?
Yeah.
Damn, girl. You know, people always ask me, Maro, how can I travel like you? You know, so I bring you people who are already traveling, so to give you an experience. I met another lady from Japan, and what she does is she does websites, and she's been traveling over 32 countries.
She's a
now.
website developer?
Yes.
Nice.
So she can be anywhere in the world and still do it.
Are you still in contact with her actually? Because I
Yes.
need a website. I've been looking for someone to exchange who wants to have free training, and they're gonna give me a website.
Yeah.
So if you are still in touch with her.
Yeah, I'm still in
then-
touch with her.
Yeah,
Yes.
give me your contact for sure.
Hey, let's see if we're getting lost or not, guys. So it says we resent. I think we're still doing good, right?
No, I think we're just supposed to go straight. Yeah, all the way down. Yeah, we're good.
We're good?
It's
Okay,
like
guys.
kind of a circular street.
I am not so good in maps.
Oh, we can walk in the middle with the trees.
Oh yeah, Mexico is so beautiful, guys.
That's how they
Look,
always have me.
look in the middle. In the middle of you know, people always think Mexico is like a bad place, dangerous, and people dying. Look, man, especially Mexico City, they have like trees in the middle, and cars can pass the other side and the other side, and you see. Damn.
It's like a park in the middle of the street.
Yeah, it's actually a park, and people actually see it. You see, it's because these chairs look kind of old, but you can imagine when they were creating them. Wow. And I think I've been here before. There's a Starbucks somewhere here, Sonora. I think I've stayed somewhere, maybe in an Airbnb in one of these buildings. This place looks so familiar to me, you know. Wow. So it's been 4 years doing it.
Yeah.
And you always like run broke because let's say 1 month the clients don't want to
Yeah.
book. What happened in that situation?
Yeah,
Do
that's definitely
Do you like
happened.
panic and stuff? And
No, usually, I mean, the thing is that there's always options and there's always ways, you know?
Yeah.
This is one thing I actually never personally done, but you can work in a farm. There's something called woofing.
Yeah.
What I've done many times in the past is work in a hostel.
Yeah.
You know, go and stay there for a few days and then, you know.
figure out things.
Yeah, exactly. And for me, like, even if I'm running low on clients, you know, work in a hostel for a little bit, and then I know that I can just, you know, grind on my social media,
Yeah.
hit up everyone I know, and eventually I'll find some new clients. So
Oh.
there's always a way. You have to just have that positive mindset and just
Yeah.
like, when you are in a certain situation, don't tell yourself that you're broke. Just
Yeah,
tell yourself
yeah.
You're in a financial crossroad, and then you're gonna figure it out.
So that's thinking positively.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys are like trying to understand like
At the
actually.
roundabout, take the third exit.
Okay, third exit. I don't know where that third exit
I think
is.
it's just going straight.
So, you know, many people always ask me, like, hey, Maro, how do you always sustain yourself traveling? You see, positivity. That's a factor. It's even more than money. You know, sometimes people think money solves everything. Sometimes it's the mindset, you know. What was your hardest ever travel experience?
My hardest ever travel experience was
Yes.
when I was in China, and I had
Yeah.
this one moment, like, before I arrived in China, I was in Malaysia, and this was a time when I was really running low on funds, and I was just making it by, just enough to survive, you know?
Yeah.
And right before I hopped on the flight to Beijing,
Yeah.
I took out all the money I had in my account in I forgot the name. Oh, ringgit? I
Yeah,
think it's Malaysian
Malaysian,
ringgit.
yeah.
Yeah, and I took it all out in ringgit, which was probably not the best decision. And then when I arrived in Beijing, I seen there was a conversion place in the airport, but in my mind, I'm always like, oh, they charge a lot of fees in the
Yeah.
airport. So I was like, I'll do it in the city.
Yeah.
And once I get to the city, I'm going around to all these different banks, all these conversion places, and nobody will exchange the ringgit. Nobody will take it.
Oh, so you had money which was like worthless,
Yeah.
and this was your only one.
Yep. And I just had enough money to pay for my first night in the hostel there, but I
Oh
was there
my
for a week.
God.
So I basically had to go to the airport. I had
Yeah.
to take a train all the way back to the airport, which was kind of far from the city.
Yeah.
I finally get to the airport. I go to the exchange place, and then they're like, "We need your passport."
And where had you left your passport?
In the hostel, and I
Oh.
didn't have enough money to take the train back and
Yeah.
go back to the airport again. So I started just like being like, "Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do?" And then I was telling them like, "I don't have it with me. I don't have enough. I don't have enough money to go back."
Oh,
And
you didn't
then-
even have money to go back.
No,
Whoa.
I was relying on like I'm gonna be able to transfer
Yeah.
this money.
Yeah.
And then one of the girls working there, she looked at me with this kindness in her eyes, and she was like, the way she said it was so cute too. She was like, "Is it okay if I use mine?" And I was like, "Oh, of course,
that
yes,
is it.
thank you so
Yeah,
much."
That is it. That is
And
it.
so she came around the counter.
Yeah.
She used her ID.
Yeah.
She took the cash and exchanged it like it was hers. And she was an angel that day.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
that was like the most stress I ever felt in a situation like what am I gonna do, but you know what, I stayed calm and
You stay calm.
figured it out, even though I might have had that little moment of just like low-key panic.
You stay calm, and actually I think also being calm is a very strong trait when you're traveling the world.
Definitely.
Because otherwise if you don't stay calm, you're always like in a panic mode. Hey, what's up?
And the thing is about traveling is you can never predict your situation, and you can never know what's going to happen next. You have to just go with the flow.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Be okay with whatever comes your way.
Yeah. I think, guys, many people always ask me a lot of questions about travel. I think she has actually told you, because actually even me, I've been on the road like for 4 years now, on my own, doing just my own thing and just moving. Sometimes it's very difficult because of my passport. So for you, I think being a Canadian, it's easier for you to cross borders, right?
Yeah, the only issues I've ever had crossing borders was because of my cat, because it gets more complicated when you're traveling with a cat.
Oh, you have a cat?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't been traveling with my cat the whole time.
Yeah.
I met my cat in Turkey.
Oh.
And I've had him for about a year now.
So she travels a cat, and actually that's very difficult, because I remember when I'm filling those forms, they always ask me, are you bringing foreign animals? Are you carrying with you foreign animals?
Yeah. Luckily, I haven't been to any countries that it was that difficult with, but it's the airlines that give you an issue as well.
Man, look how Mexico is beautiful. Let's not forget to say how this place is beautiful. And we've been walking this all through, you know, like a kilometer plus.
You can hear the birds chirping.
Yes, look at this. People running.
Lots of people walking their dogs. And actually one thing about Mexico, specifically Mexico City, that is different from anywhere else I've been, is they have huge dogs here. I don't know if you know.
Oh yeah, like the lady. Yeah, even the dog coming. But the dog we saw with the lady, I was like, I wanted to film it, and I was like, hey.
That's not the biggest I've seen though. I've seen bigger. There's in Mexico City, because they don't really have any laws about what breeds are banned or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just have like some crazily huge, you know, this really interesting looking dogs.
People are running, it's morning time. Yeah, there's I think a Starbucks right there. I think I used to stay somewhere here.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I used to stay somewhere here. You know, people cleaning in the morning. Early morning here. Wow. So if there's a lady watching you, okay? A girl watching you, or a lady, she wanna be like you, what is the biggest secret you can give them?
The biggest secret is believe in yourself and don't let anyone prove you wrong.
Believe in yourself and don't let anyone prove you wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or try to prove you wrong.
Yes. Yeah. So guys, I think part 2 of the video will just be us having some stories and having some foods. I think even we are lost now. I don't even know where we are headed.
I think we're almost there.
We're almost there?
It might be one of these places. Oh, is that it? It's called Ojo de Agua.
Ojo de Agua? Ojo means...
eyes of water.
Yeah. Actually, we are like right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Ojo de Agua. Why did you choose... Oh, look, this old car. Hey, why did you choose this place?
Because I was craving acai bowls this morning.
Acai
bowls. I wanted to see where they had them, and they have some here. So.
Alright guys, watch part 2 of the video and also follow us on Instagram to see acai bowls from Mexico. Hey, say goodbye. And tell people to follow you on Instagram, and also if they want to train with you, you know, promote yourself.
Because follow me on Instagram at Prisha Mock. And I have a YouTube starting up soon. Also TikTok, the PGF Fitness. Follow me some fitness tips and videos, and hit me up if you are interested in training.
Yes. What type of training do you do? Like yoga or
No, I specialize in resistance and strength training.
Yes. Yes, that's the guy.
Yep. So for me, I really like to help empower women to, you know, not only even just focus on like how they're looking physically, but how they're feeling and transforming their lifestyle. You know, just becoming more energetic and healthy, and just like loving life just because you're living in a more healthy lifestyle. Yeah.
And you're a vegan?
Yes.
How many years now?
7 years.
7 years as a vegan.
Yeah.
Do you miss meat?
Nope. Vegan food is so good, there's no reason to miss meat.
Hey guys, let me say goodbye from the beautiful Mexico, and please follow her right there on Instagram. Do you train men?
Right now I specialize in women, but I have trained men in the past, so if you're a man, you're interested.
Alright, if even you're a man, maybe 50-50 chance. Goodbye.
Bye.
All I need is you, baby, baby. Over.
How much do I need to party here in Jamaica?
What's up guys, this is Mara coming live from New York City.
We are in Hawaii.
We're at
yeah.
the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles.
So I'm officially saying goodbye to Japan. As you see here, welcome to Japan.
Eres, Elisa? Soy de España.
I'm heading to